It has different shapes and different sizes, which means it could create different cuts. And what we're going to try to do now is just to grate some carrots. I'm going to use the smallest cone, which is cone number 1. This is very easy to install and very easy to remove, just like that. And it's safe. Okay? So now, I'm just going to grate some carrots. And later, if you can do this, please try. Okay? So what I do have here is just freshly grated carrots. If you can see that on the camera. Yeah. So, on your time later, just try to grate some carrots and taste a freshly grated carrot. It should taste sweet. That should taste sweet.
Until they get soft.
So you're gonna add water, boil it a little bit,
Yeah.
about 5-10 minutes. Okay. What I'll try to demonstrate now is that I'm just going to add water because we don't have the time to cook this. Okay? So I'll just add some water on the freshly grated carrots. And then just trying to emulate cooking. Let's just say, for example, that I'm cooking. So what do you normally do? You put it into high heat, try to boil the water for 5-10 minutes, wait a little bit. Yeah? And then, after you do so, what do you normally do?
And then I just try to eat already soft, that you can eat sometimes.
If it's soft, and then what do you do with the water?
Depends what you want.
Throw away the water, right?
Throw away the water.
So, if you're gonna look at this, the color went with the water. And as I have said earlier, color equals vitamins. Flavor equals the minerals. If you get the chance to do this experiment later, if you're gonna taste this carrot, now this would taste bland. The sweetness of the carrot is gone. Water. That is why with SaladMaster we're trying to avoid cooking with water. Okay? So I do suggest that you do this experiment later, so you will experience it yourself. And if the flavor is basically the light and air that destroys the nutrients in our food, one good example of this is, like, for example, you bite an apple. And after biting an apple, you left the apple on the table. And after some time, it turns brown because that part of the apple has been under the light and the air, which in turn oxidizes. And that's why it turns into brown. Okay? With SaladMaster, we have stainless steel lids that keeps the other one, the second one that I said, is the ergonomically designed handles. You can see this. Basically, this was designed by doctors and engineers, in which I don't know the term of that. What's the term for that? When you have a wrist problem because of lifting. Whatever it is. So this is designed basically that it's balanced, that you will not feel the weight of the cookware on your wrist, but instead on your arm. It is balanced. That even grandmothers can easily cook. Okay? And other than that, even you can use your other hand holding it. Now, so that's very easy to lift and very comfortable to hold. Okay? The next one is resistance when I try to open. That's the semi-vacuum seal. Yeah. So the benefit of it is when we normally cook the traditional way, what we normally do, open and see if it's cooked or not. Correct? So as I've said earlier, nutrition
of the or the minerals and the color, the vegetables goes along with the water, right? So every time you open, what comes out? The steam. Along with the steam is also your minerals, your vitamins. It's all gone. So since SaladMaster have this semi-vacuum seal, basically it keeps everything inside. And once you start cooking, you don't even have to open this. Okay? You're going to open this once it's done, once you're ready to serve. That's it. You're going to dump everything there and that's it. Put it on your stove top, put it in medium, and just let it do its thing on medium. And once you'll hear the clicking sound, it's just basically alerting you that, hey, I'm starting to cook, put me in low. And that's it. And you can't even forget about it. Some people, they even turn it.
Because with SaladMaster and whatever steel there is no way that you're gonna scratch your surface. That should be a clear water. Well, there's a piece of carrot there, but that's clear water. Okay? With the non-stick, if you are familiar with those non-stick, what they normally say is, once you scratch your non-stick, you have to replace it and throw it away and get a new one, right? You agree? Because the material that they use on that, the chemical that they use is basically similar to asphalt and paint. Okay? So that's why when you scratch that surface, the inside chemicals, and once you cook, imagine just boiling or cooking something, the heat is there, that goes along with your food, and that's something that you ingest. That's something that you put in your body. Cast irons. Cast irons, if you're familiar with it, that's the black color one with the porous. So every time you heat metal, it expands. So those pores, it will trap on food or whatever items in there. And then when you wash it, it will try to close, so it's trapped there. So the next time you're gonna use your cast iron pan, like for example, after 2 days, after 3 days, just imagine whatever is trapped there goes along with your food again. So that's the difference between other cookware and SaladMaster. Now, here's Julia. She's going